Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the top right side as the blue Abbasid Dynasty, we have 3D Cat. Spawn on the south side as the magenta Abbasid Dynasty, we have LoueMT. Got a mining camp here. Actually canceled this mining camp, didn't like it that angle. I think just wanted to get the fire armor up and going. Not really important at this point in time. We of course have now the House of Wisdom here. It's, of course, the House of Wisdom itself is one that provides the fire armor. You have the economic ring and the cultural ring being researched, so we do have a bit of variation immediately. Economic ring will, of course, allow access to the cheaper economic building houses, but honestly, the preservation of knowledge is going to be much more better. Reduce the cost of aging up to the next age by 20%. For castle age, that's going to make a pretty big difference. I'm pretty sure you'll save just as much, if not more, from that. Immediately gets that research, and that will, of course, reduce it by 20%. So it goes from down to 960 to 480. We do, of course, have the other research. So now these farms do cost 56, and the mills and all lumber camps do cost 37. Sorry, not your mother. We do now have a town center be going up over here, trying to clean up that venison. Some of those forest puppies. Scout moving around. Old being collecting up, and do got the military wing being researched. We got fast castle for magenta, golden age tier 1 activated for one of these players, so we got a bit of variation. Got fast castle versus second town center. So we do got our camel archer here. With military wing, he'll get a pair of camels, and do got the golden age tier 1 here, and over here we do of course got the golden age tier 1.
لدي مهمة. الرامي راكب الجمل جاهز.
أنا فرحة.
سأنفذ. الأعداء قريبون.
Over here, we got the scout being pursued by the scout. Camel archer trying to charge forward, trying to get some harassment. There is an outpost going up here, which will protect him from the camel archer. Camel archer still in approach. It does back off right there. Of course, with the preservation knowledge, he's able to go for the fast castle much faster. We've got Pierce Armor being researched by the Abbasid Dynasty player. He's maybe eyeing for just Mass Camel Rider, I'm guessing. We've got a barracks now deployed out in the field. Now we do got the castle age there. The two fresh camel riders will be charging their way forward. They do bonus damage versus cavalry. They will do 20 damage versus these cavalry units. Got the scout. So they both know where each other is. Got the military wing now being researched by the Abbasid Dynasty player. And right now the extra villagers will come in handy. Going for boot camp to increase this health of his infantry. Now it's going for some lancers and going straight for golems. Stable being employed on now. And now got the camel riders pursuing these forces. Decides to back on off. Got a lancer in this region, as well as a golem. Military wing still a bit far away for blue. Camel rider now trying to perhaps eye a hit. Does stop the walls from going up. Of course, camel riders do not have any inherent pierce armor. The scout will receive a bit of fire there. Camel rider taking a bit of a bad path probably. Lancer does have +1 pierce armor, so it will only take 1 damage per arrow from this town center. Magenta's immediately going for his additional pierce armor, and up here we do have Horsemen do find a kill there. And remember, Magenta does have less village mode, so losing this village is going to be a bit more important. The scout does go down. Got more golems being put on the field. He's eyeing for some early battering rams. If there was ever such thing as an early battering ram, that would be probably a Dark Age unit. Golems do specialize against lightly armored units. Now I got the camel rider hitting the camel archer. He does get his 2 free camel riders as well. Of course, it will be useful against those lancers, but the golems will be very useful against the Abbasid Dynasty player. Camel rider still pursuing the camel archer. The lancer seems to hit there. Golems advancing forward. He's eyeing to batter down this Abbasid wall there. And there goes that gate. Got these forces now pushing forward, trying to torch down some of these battering rams. Remember, the increased fire armor will come in handy to help slow down his opponent. One of the villagers quite hit. Got a number of lancers in this region. Got blue now to put on a group of lancers as well. Magenta does have some larger force in the field, thanks to these golems. Now the camels are not engaging each other. Both all the forces are not very morale because the camels are scaring them. It's probably a bad way to say it. Blue's not going across the crossbow, which is a good idea. Let's get that crossbow. Magenta's camels do go down, and golems gain some great damage down these villagers. Camel rider does go down there, so these knights are quite healthy, but the golems will have a bit of trouble because they specialize stuff against our lightly armored. Golem receiving a bit of fire there, and over here we got these golems now getting some hits on these villagers. He may have less villagers opponent, but his opponent is losing a large number of villagers. Lancers do get a good charge attack there. He needs to focus down these lancers, or just continue hitting the villagers. Battering ram still getting some great damage there. Golem taking on this lancer. The lancer will survive thanks to nearby crossbow. Stable now has been set ablaze. Golems looks like got. I'm not sure if they got any more villagers right there. More berries being collected up. Magenta's not eyeing for additional town center, but he's eyeing for trade. He may be eyeing for the trade wing next. He may not. He may go for extremely late economic wing. Camel rider is getting some good damage there, trying to pursue these lancers. Does having trouble actually hitting them. Does get that whole breach. Does he got the crossbow there? Oh, down here we got the horseman getting some damage on a villager, but being forced back by that tower. Lancers looks like do escape out of there, but barely. Got a lot of pierce. Let's see. Next, we got pierce armor, wheelbarrow, 2 levels of wood, 1 level of stone. Over here, just wheelbarrow. So overall, Magenta does have more economic techs. Golem does get a large charge attack. Receive a large charge attack there. Does not take out that lancer. Spearman getting a hit there. Got these camel riders. Maybe he'll get some good damage onto these lancers. Does get some good damage on these lancers. Looks like Magenta's going for heavy in now with camel riders and spearmen, going for a large anti-cavalry force. But opponent is going a lot of cavalry and anti-armor, which both of those will not be very useful in this situation. Doing a good job collecting up those berries. He may have not. I don't think he's detected this trade line just yet. And he's going to get a large number of traders on the field. Camels are advancing forward, trying to get some good damage here. Most of these lancers are actually quite wounded, so the camels will do some great damage. There's some spearmen in front of them, could do some good work as well. There's no villagers right there. You have some more economic techs now being researched by Blue. Now he's going to pull ahead in economic techs, looks like. And looks like Magenta is at pop cap. Blue is not a pop cap. Got more villagers for blue than Magenta. But eventually, these traders will become a bit more valuable than individual villagers if he gets all these economic techs. Because this will make this equal to what the Mongols have in 30 versus 30, but this will also provide additional. This resource gets 25%, and this will make it so he will get additionally plus 55% trade, which will be incredibly valuable. An additional 5 armor never hurts. Or it makes it hurts more because you're not dead. Exotic Doggo does go down there. Exotic Doggo does go down as well. Trying to go from outpost here. Scout will draw the fire there and stays alive. Really trying to hit that villager there. Does get some good hits there with the camels and spearmen. His opponent is pulling out a lot of lancers, getting out some archers mixed on in. Not many camels of his own. His scout does spot the trade, which is very critical. Magenta may need to reinforce the area with stone walls. Because he could go for stone walls in these 2 small sections, and that will probably keep his trade a bit more recently secured. You know, I've got composite bows being researched by blue, which are very, very useful versus spearmen. Not so useful versus camel riders. Just neutrally useful because they have no inherent pierce armor. Camels facing forward, trying to get some good damage here. Maybe a ritual? Going for a ritual there. Does pull back in time. Magenta is still alive as well, providing some good intelligence for the dumb camels. We got a good number of spearmen advancing forward, which should be very useful, but they can be engaged by these archers no problem. Right now, Magenta's trade is doing quite well, nice and safe. The villager count's quite even. Camels advancing forward, spearmen as well. Let's get inside this tower there with those villagers. Camels are advancing on forward as well. Archers are raining on in. Camels having trouble engaging. Got a big charge there by the Lancers. With the spearmen in the region, those Lancers could go down very quickly. They have trouble with their own damage output with these nearby camels. Blue goes back out to the region, but there's a pretty sizable breach there for Magenta to exploit, but does not have enough forces here. Let's get a good spear brace there, taking out one of those Lancers. And these archers doing some great damage, doing a long damage. Could become conversion ritual right there. And Magenta does fall back. His military force is much smaller than his opponent. Does design for some more golems here. His opponent only has a handful of crossbows. Let's get a good hit there onto those Lancers. Ink still does not have a scout alive anymore. More golems here. He has a good number of traders on the field as well, maintaining excellent gold income. Now going for a Mangonel there, very nice, trying to hit those archers. Though he may not be able to complete in time. Where those camels are? Not sure where the camels may have went. Let's get the Mangonel up and going, but it can get easily overwhelmed. Mangonel and Spearmen and Golems making a soft retreat as well. There's the camels. They're trying to hit the reinforcements. Magenta needs more military force in the field. He has nothing really. Camels do push him forward. Does find some reinforcements. That single villager needs to get inside the tower. Does get inside the tower there, but she'll likely go down. This is a perfect time for a Mangonel shot. Engage the Mangonel. Power. Fires. Gets a small hit there. The tower did not last long enough. Mangonel finds another volley there. Small amount of damage. Spear charging forward as well. They would have trouble because these archers would do some good damage there. Finds a good hit there with that Mangonel. Finds a good hit there as well. Good hit. He needs more golems on this field. Blue's being forced back. But a lot of Magenta's force does go down right there. Magenta still needs a Lord in force. He's just simply outnumbered. Looks like these Lancers are going to try to flank. There's no stone walls here just yet. You can see the movement orders. And now got Zogdoggle fighting these villagers. Magenta's going to take time to clean up, capture the sacred site, or just walk past it. Blue has claimed 4 relics. Magenta's only claimed 1, so that's quite a bit of gold, extra gold for Blue to work with. Which is going to be important because Blue does not have not gone to for traders just yet, or at all. While his opponent has, so he needs the extra gold generation, while his opponent has a nice steady supply of gold. We got these Lancers pushing way forward. There could be a potential really good engagement there. He's going straight for the trading line. There's actually an opening there for them to intercept a lot of them. It's these villagers there, very nice. Spear needs to start engaging. He may want to go for a line of palisade walls to narrow the front line. And then go for some stone walls to cover up his flanks. He's not caught with any stone at the moment. Does not take any villagers there. Magenta's killed 8 villagers. Opponent has killed 6. Going for a line of palisade walls there. Very nice. Okay, Camel's having a bit of trouble. Oh, it's Lancer versus Lancer. Camel may go down. And the Spearman could advance on forward. Mag does have second Mangonel deployed on field. Very nice. There's 2 Mangonels here that can do some serious damage versus archers. Firing his volley there. And hits. You got a pair of spring golds now pulling on the field. Mangonels could get one that picks off immediately. Mangonels do roll a miss there. Magenta has a sizable force here. So does Blue. Now, Magenta's phase forward. He does have access to the multiple golems here, so archers will have trouble versus all this force. He does have a good number of crossbows deployed on field as well. He does spot the Blue's forward production there. Now these archers and crossbows gain some great damage there. Lancer charging forward once again. Does get a spear brace there. Mangonel finds a volley there. Gets a good hit. Golems is still in the front line, gets good damage there. Lancer's starting going down for Blue. But Blue's back line's still up and going. Does save this Mangonel from going down. This fortified outpost upgraded with a spring golem placement with some villagers on the inside. Golems now hitting these archers and crossbows in melee. Lancer's trying to find a flank. And now going for a line of palisade walls there to help secure his front line, or back line. Mangonel receiving a bit of Lancer shots there, and does go down. Magenta finally captured that sacred site. Blue has not captured up his own sacred site, so that may give an indication, hey, I should do the same. More mills being pulled out over here, very nice. Does have a bit of gold to work with in case Luke had to catch catastrophic failure on his trade caravans. He needs to start getting some stone in order to get out some keeps to help keep his trade secure. I got multiple outposts being pulled out by Blue, including over here. He's starting to torch down this wall. Does go for spring gold and fortified outpost. They're trying to repair up this wall there. Villagers going inside of this tower so they can start hitting these villagers. Yeah, Magenta's Lancers now advancing on forward. And that's going to kind of torch down this. Those receive a charge attack there. Now I got the Lancers engage each other. We do got no pierce damage for Abbasid Magenta, but does have all the other researches. Blue does have 1 level of pierce armor and only 1 level of pack damage. Getting some good hits over there. Exotic Doggo getting some bites. And Blue does have a keep here now. Does secure up this gold deposit. Right now the civilian count is quite similar, but Blue's losing a good number of villagers, and so large number of these do get trapped right here. Magenta's now at 19 villager kills. Magenta still has not touched any of the stone. He does have some good stone deposits back here. Looks like it's about 6,000 stone in his land, and a little bit outside of his land. This stone is being secured up by Blue, which is very good. And now we do have Imperial Age for Magenta. It's getting out a big wave of research, including the increased armor of Camel Riders by 2. We've got the Sacred Site now capturing on up. Stone being collected on up as well. And now I've got the Trade Ring being researched by Blue as well. Was this Trade Ring or was it Economic? It was Trade, and I was going for the Trade Technologies. We go for the last one. It would be the same cost as Imperial Age. A bit expensive, but this stuff is very important as well. Sacred Site has been captured on up. We now have the, of course, more armor with these Camel Riders. They have right now 7 melee armor, which means they are basically equipped with a heavy cav, but they still classify as light. They don't receive any bonus damage from crossbows. Let's get some good kills there on those villagers. And right now with Magenta having all this additional trade, Blue's going for his own trade wing. We'll give him some free traders for him to utilize. Now got these Golem's Advanced War gets good damage here. Overall, Magenta's force will go down right here. He needs to start remassing. He's starting to get out the biology research as well as spice roads, which is different than silk roads. We've got a bombard here, as well as some spring golds. Has a nice little force here. Magenda's force here will be cleaning up, but will do some good damage. Trade wing complete. Does have a handful of free traders. We need to perhaps get a market over here and get those traders working. Going for our quick line of palisade walls here, because there is actually quite a bit of a breach he created. Camel's going way forward. He may lose some of these villagers. The breach does technically close. He's going to lose some of these villagers. And not every single wall was built, but at least good enough to withstand archer fire. Magenta's now advanced forward, destroying some of this infrastructure here. Very nice. Does not have the fire armor since the structure is not built right there. Or there's actually a bit of a gap right there. Nor are the farms affected by the fire armor. Trying to torch down some of these emplacements. Very nice. Got Magnetic hits out of the structures. They do bonus damage for the structures. Got some hand cannoneers now deployed on the field as well to help put holes in everything. We're going to see a bit more variation of builds. We've got crossbows, hand cannoneers, horsemen. He's primarily eyeing for hand cannoneers. His opponent's eyeing for mostly golems, as well as more camels. Right now, camels do bonus damage to siege, as well as cavalry. They do have an excellent anti-cav damage. And these emplacements will go down. Let's get some good damage on the siege workshop, slowly picking out all this siege. It's a good damage there. Camera moving around. Got a bombard here. Maganel's not firing. May want to be firing against something. Even structures will do fine. Magenta now pushing forward more and more camels. Let's get some good damage to the camels. The camels do have a very, very large amount of health, so they can withstand hand candy fire a little bit better than most things. They actually have more health than even Royal Knights fully kitted out. Camels are pushing way forward. Bombards getting some good damage there on the keep. Hanging out, even getting some hits in as well. Let's get a cannon placement there, but May goes down. Got hand cannon facing forward. Camel's seeing quite a bit of fire right there. Horseman trying to overrun the bombard. Maganel needs to start hitting some hits on the hand cannon. They're very bunched up. Maganel line up shot there. Finds a small hit there on the hand cannoneers. They do have, of course, increased health thanks to boot camp. The keep does go down. Got so the two bombards in this area. This bombard is severely damaged but alive. Central second site now being captured by Magenta. Magenta also has a massive reserve of gold. You may want to buy some food and some armored caravan research as well. You want to make sure that those caravans also providing food. Up here, I've got the golems now torching down the mining camps. Got more camels being put on the field, engage the camels, but these guys are not kitted up compared to the elite camel riders. Now seeing the elite camel riders research, as well as own biologists, that's going to use camels to engage the camels. Agano finds a small splash hit there. Nice small hit there as well. Camels pushing forward, hand candy is firing away. Got some lances pulled on the field by Magenta, and right now he's going to stop the choke point. His cameras do now have 8 pierce armor. Magenta is facing forward. Spring Gull's firing away. Some of Blue's villagers are starting going down. Now those traders been tasked, but the traders have not been tasked there. So he should have built a market there, just get them any sort of trade going. He may not be relying on it, but he has free traders, might as well use the free traders. He does have plenty of gold reserve at the moment, but not his food reserve is actually going down quite rapidly. We need some more camels to put on the field. There are elite camels, so don't have the increased armor just yet. Down south, more lances hitting these villagers, very nice, and 9 is gold. Magenta facing forward, bombards firing away, Magano finds a hit there on the camels. Trying to overrun the siege weapons. Elite camels do pull the camels to siege. Cannon does go down. Nice hit down the hand cannoneer. And now got the golems trying to hit these camels. The golems will have trouble versus high armored camels, though he doesn't have the increased armor for the camels just yet. Golems push way forward. They are, of course, elite golems. They do have 18 plus 25 damage attack. And here's push way forward, trying to deal with these lancers. Trying to push down this. He does have chemistry research that does get improved damage on the hand cannoneers. Golem's getting some good damage there onto that camel. Camel does go down. Now Blue's going for Tithe Farm, which will give him a good amount of extra resources for everything, and Magenta's going to take time to build the economic wing, which will allow him to get out some extra economic techs, which will be very useful. There's an increase food gathering and increased drop-off. Right now he does not collect up any more gold. The increased drop-off will be very useful for stone that he has still in reserve. Again, he's getting some great damage there. Magenta's facing forward. Right now, Blue's just having trouble remaxing, just going for straight hand cannoneers. Which are good, but he needs something to engage to hold everything else back. Plus a slow deploy. Force now being pursued. And some of these villagers have gone down. He's also having trouble with food. He has spent on his entire reserve. I guess more camels. Golems started going down there. These golems will connect on some of these hand cannoneers. They will be gunned down. Looks like none of these hand cannoneers went down. Some of them get wounded. More camels charging going forward. They will be gunned down by the hand cannoneers. Getting some good damage there. Got the camels now engaging. Nice little choke point there for Blue to defend himself with, but his Magnetos still pose a massive problem. The game's damage across those hand cannoneers. His battery rams push way forward, getting some good damage. Now he's trying to gun down these Magnetos. He does have increased health and pierce armor on his Magnetos, which will be useful enough to make him stand more hand cannoneer fire. There's still just so many hand cannons in this region. Machete's force is still leaving ground apart there. Blue's starting to get a nice sizable force. He has more forces on field. Machete's camels are charging forward, but just getting gunned down with hand cannoneers. Blue's starting to hold. He's also less villagers than opponent. He does, of course, have more town centers, however. Cannoneers getting some good damage with the golems. Spring golems are going down. And he also supplies some horsemen. They are elite horsemen. He's also missing some additional armor. While Magenta does have all this research bar in the gold, which he has plenty of trades, so doesn't need the gold. Akios as well. He's going for food with his trade. Very nice. That horseman does go down there. Let's see, got that golem there. These horsemen advancing forward. Does have a good number of camels here, and the firing line is up and going. The camels control the front line. They do have a good amount of health for that. He can engage this force quite easily. Down south, keep not getting hit by the battery rams. Going to take time to force it down. This gold vein does not have a whole lot of gold left. Blue may need eye to get out either more gold, find more gold deposits, or maybe eye to get out his own traders. They're not sitting around doing idle work. Bash push forward, trying to get some of his housing. He does actually now below maximum population. Taking out these battery rams with the camels to do bonus damage for siege. Over here, got exotic doggo. He's starting to transition to some trade now. Very nice. And he starts that going. He knows his gold deposits are running low. He still has this one. He has about 2,000, less than 2,000 gold to collect. He's going to need to turn that all into trade caravans. He may be able to go for a line of archers to support his composition out. Or for anything that can hold a weapon. Camel, we're seeing quite a bit of damage there. It does go down. This gold deposit still has a 1,600 gold left, so perhaps claim it. And now we do have processation, so he's maybe Iron Fish probably going to go for that. He has 12,000 gold in reserve. He has enough stone on the side of the map. He has hardly touched his stone. Some of those camels do get gunned down there. While I'm putting out the stone, he has enough stone on the side of his map to get out a wonder. And getting out wood? He's consumed quite a bit of wood. He's not really collecting wood at the moment. There's a deposit of wood. He does have stone walls on this side. But he should have enough stone for a wonder. He has plenty of gold for a wonder. If he eyes for wood and food, he can eye to get a wonder. Ooh, good hit there. Villagers are down. We've got a line of stone walls being pulled up by blue. Very nice. He does have, of course, Tithe Barn as well, so he does have maintained excellent stone collection as well. He has 4 relics. Blue does spot, or Magenta does spot these trade caravans. Oh, and does sack some of his own villagers right there. Vegeta has killed 190 villagers, opponent only killed 55. Now especially forward, hand cannon is firing away as well. Magnel's do roll a big miss there. Let's get some good damage there. The golems right now do also get additional armor from nearby camels, so up to 5/5 armor. Massive Mangonel hit there. Nope, he's not going to increase Mangonel damage at the moment. Overn now finds a good shot there on the Mangonel, very nice. And does take out both of those Mangonels, very important. Now there's got some Veterans here, the Golems can take the time to take those out. Golems can shoot through single file, Camels just need charging forward, allow the Sand Cannons to fire away. Blue has a massive number of hand cannoneers in this region. Now he's going to try to deal with these battering rams. Overn is just trying to hit stuff on the front line. Blue's hand cannoneers are holding the line, trying to get as much damage in as possible. Right now, he does not have his increased Spice Road research. He does not have enough gold for it. He also has no gold at the moment as well. He has to rely on the trade to get more traders. He needs to get a line of archers. He does have a handful of hand cannoneers queued up as well. If he goes for some archers, at least he has something on the field to throw some massive bonus. The horseman won't hurt as well. Something to hold the line until he gets out some more traders. Magenta has lost a number of his villagers, or maybe sacked them. There's a battering ram there, breaking down some of the stone walls. Looks like all his traders are still good. He still has 12,000 gold in reserve. Blue will hold the line. Battering rams are being pulled back as well. Blue has a significant amount of food and wood. I say just pull, yeah, he's going to bring out whip horsemen, just trying to throw anything at his opponent. He has a good number of villagers. He's going to have a problem with this military size at the moment. He also needs to get out some more housing. Camel Rider slicing up some of these villagers, also breaking down some of these batting farms. Sacred Site sounds like it's trying to be decaptured, but it's not being decaptured. It's just this damn camel causing some issues. Golems push way forward. Blue now has a pretty sizable gold reserve. More Zoc Doggo bites. Camel will slowly go down to the town center. It's not the primary town center, doesn't get any additional arrows there. Marvel wants more stone walls to protect his flanks. We got now, Magenta has a big wave of Lancers now pulled on the field, as well as Mangonels. He's trying to advance in this region. This keep has still not been repaired on up. Stone walls being breached. Hand cannoneers can use the stone walls to fight from to get increased range. Baron's trying to hit some of his outposts. Magenta's going to be pushing hard in this region. Got multiple Mangonel hits there onto this outpost, fortified outpost with spring wall replacement. Those hits there onto the walls. Lance is pushing way forward. Got the camels and hand cannoneers pushing way forward over here. Camels and hand cannoneers pace forward. Camels are bonus damage versus Lancers, so I was supposed to use their damage output. Hand cannoneers just love to shoot everything. Horsemen need to focus on these battering rams, probably. There's a lot of battering rams here to blow up on Magenta. Got his horses pushing her around. Hand cannoneers finds a volley there. Camels will be holding the line for the hand cannoneers. Hand cannoneers are seeing quite a bit of damage there. Culvern, I think, picking off some of these Mangonels. So both those Mangonels do go down to this Culvern. Culvern being used for these battering rams. I heard something. Oh. Got the Golden Aegis bugging out for Blue. I'm not sure why, though. I think this indication is just something bugged in replay. Because he clearly has more than 30 structures. So these battering rams are putting through a number of them. And can you just gain some good damage there on these camel riders? Those take them out, or do you have the battering ram now gain damage? More hand cannoneers, more camels trying to push them forward. Magenda's just throwing them battering rams at the battering rams. Lances do go down there. We got the tier 2 again. And Canadians trying to deal with these battering rams with the increased pierce armor. They only take 1 damage each. They still only take 1 damage each beforehand. But need some things other than hand cannoneers to take on these battering rams. They, of course, with the increased health, would be hard to take out. Magenda's down to 100 civilian workers, which is fine. He has plenty of gold. Lancers getting some good damage there onto these villagers, taking them out. Here more camels. Engineers pushing forward, trying to deal with these forces. He's out on camel there. Loses away on some battering rams. More lances and camels advancing down the center. These engineers need to push over here. Oh, and there we go. Magenta is now came to the trade line in the area that's not well secure. There is a breach here, and he utilized it. Or created... Nope, he didn't create a breach there. So now Blue is rapidly losing all of his traders, losing a large number of his hand cannoneers. And he doesn't have good vision in this area. He may want to camp the trade post itself to have better vision outside the shrubbery. And now Blue's going to be completely out of gold. He needs to pull out spearmen, archers, and horsemen, which are all going to be ineffective versus these golems. Or golems. He's a good damage there. More hand cannoneers still on the front line. He has more hand cannoneers built on the blue queue. But his military population is greatly decreasing, and Blue does back out of the game now. This is Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to next play.